Ladies and gentlemen, Fred again.
Evening, Tate.
Evening, Jack, you right?
Yes, mate, yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Back in the bunker already.
Yes. Yeah, we're back and we're joined by a third member.
A special guest, returning for his second appearance, Mr. Freddy Bourne. Welcome, Freddy.
Back by popular demand, I heard.
Yes, yeah, they want to hear that dulcet tones and that little voice of yours. So.
I don't know, I had a cold last time. I think that helped me out quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, you're back in the bunkers.
How you doing, boys?
Tonight. Yeah, all good. Yourself?
Good.
Yeah, very good, thank you. Very honoured to be back.
Glad to have you back.
Honoured enough to be the first person on, let alone the first person to come twice.
Yeah, that's big, actually.
Got to stop meeting like this, boys.
Well, we have a very special episode for you all today. So this has been pre-recorded during, what's the date today? The 22nd?
Yep.
As me and Jack are away, so this will come out the 4th of September. And we thought, what better way to reintroduce Freddie, as you are a 6'6", 6'5".
Jury's out. It's been a while since I've measured, but I believe it's 6'5". I just about missed out on the 6'6" club. Yeah.
So last time we did an Ultimate Managers 11, and this time we are doing an Ultimate 11 featuring the tallest players we can think of.
Yeah, to ever have played the game, not current or ex-players.
So Jack and myself have come up with 6 rules. Ones that he tried not to stick with until a couple of hours ago.
I gave them and then I was like, oh, well, maybe not.
The rules are simple.
Well, they were.
They were. The player has to have played in one of these 5 leagues: the Premier League, the Bundesliga, La Liga, Serie A, or Ligue 1.
So that rules me out.
Number 2, this is where it got controversial with Jack. You have to have been 6'4", or in brackets 193 centimeters tall, and that has to be on a credible source, whether it be Wikipedia, transfrmrkt, or wherever you get your credible facts from. Number 3, the player must use every league at least once. So sorry, in the 11, each league must be represented at least once. You can have a player that has played in multiple leagues, and that can count, but he must have played in one of those 5 leagues.
Yep.
Number 4, a manager must be selected, and they must also be 6'4", and they must have managed in one of those 5 leagues. Number 5, we'll have 11 players, 3 subs, 1 sub each, and a captain. And rule number 6, current and ex-players are allowed. Let your mind run free.
Yes.
Think I've covered them all?
Yeah, no, very good.
My mind has been running free.
Yeah. No, it's good. I obviously like this topic, but the more that how we got there, it was immediate. Yet Fred's coming in. He's really tall. Let's do this. So.
What else are we going to do?
Yeah,
the managers again.
Yeah,
no, switch it up.
And obviously we'll start with goalkeeper, defence, midfield, attack, subs, captain, manager. How we go? But before we start, we do have a teaser this week, gentlemen.
Oh God!
So if you'd like to put your heads together and work out this one, here we go. The record for the shortest Premier League player in history is currently held by 2 players. Who are they? The shortest player in Premier League history.
So come back to that at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I thought you might go the opposite way.
Yeah.
I thought that was coming.
Well, I guess we've been looking at them though. And
the shortest player.
Yeah.
Right. Should we start?
Yes, mate. Let's.
In between the sticks?
Freddie, go on, you take us off. Have a little bit of a discussion, throw some names out, and then we'll come
to... I was going to ask, but I know I'm the guest, but I was going to ask, how did you boys find this? I found this quite tough. Genuinely.
No, I'd say... like
as in the whole team, I mean.
No, I think my team's very narrow. There's not a lot of width to my team, but I'm hoping that you lot help me out.
Did you go mainly for height or quality?
Mine's a big old mixture. Yeah, mine is.
I really wanted to just go for height. I went to Google and I typed in who's the tallest player to play in every single position.
Yeah, my phone's probably thinking, what is he searching?
But I reined it in a bit, and I went for some quality. So, but yeah, I found it tough. Goalkeeper, it's not in there. I personally think that he's a brilliant goalkeeper, and he's an absolute tree. Thibaut Courtois.
Yes.
And I thought it's probably going to be quite a popular choice. I'd be surprised if at least one of you hasn't.
He's on my list. He's on my list.
Yeah. So I believe he weighs in 2 meters.
He's
Yes.
a giant.
Yeah.
Six foot 6'7". Obviously played for obviously Madrid now, Chelsea, but I believe he played for Atleti as well.
Yeah.
He's an absolute treat. He's won everything in those divisions as well, in those leagues, and he's won Champions League, Europa League as
he won
well,
it last couple of years ago, didn't he?
and a Champions League too, and a World Cup Golden Glove. And I mean, what more do you want from your goalkeeper than that? You know, so he's my choice. My only regret with him is that him and that amazing Belgium team that I love never won anything of worth. So but Thibaut Courtois in the sticks for me.
Yeah, he's on my list. I've got my number one option is not Courtois. I've gone for. I'm quite surprised you didn't say it, Freddie, but Manuel Neuer, 6'4". Just sneaks into the requirement, but 11 Bundesligas, 2 Champions Leagues, 1 World Cup, a treble in Germany once, untold individual awards as well. So I think Manuel Neuer for me.
I didn't have Manuel Neuer on my list.
It was one of those. Sorry, it's just like we all probably done it, but you thought of a player like, oh, he must be tall, and he obviously just got in. But yeah, Neuer for me.
I had Thibaut Courtois locked in for me, as Freddie just alluded to. What a player! And I didn't even think. I just assumed he was 6'3", 6'2", Neuer. But
He just sneaks in.
The main one, I think. Do we all have on our list? Costel Pantilimon.
Yeah, I've got
the tallest of the tall.
Yeah, I've got
6'8".
A little special mentions at the bottom, and
Pantilimon.
Costel Pantilimon.
So I thought, do I go for a 6'8" giant or 6'7" giant who's actually good?
Yeah, he's actually quite good.
I think this is how I came to Courtois as well. I didn't even think of Neuer, I'll be honest. This is where I was still, at this point, goalkeepers first on the team sheet for me, and I was just going for the tallest I could find. I didn't even think about Neuer, and I went, Courtois has got to be tall. Look at Wikipedia, 6'7".
Yeah, he's a giant.
I'm not even going to bother looking elsewhere.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go for him. But Neuer is
No, I think, for me, that is one position that has to be my choice if it can be. It has Neuer, like I said, he's probably arguably one of the best goalkeepers ever. 6'4". Yeah, but in my list with Pantilimon and Courtois is Fraser Forster as well.
Yeah, I've got Fraser.
The 6'7" ogre.
The 6'7" volleyball player.
Yeah.
That's all he did last year was volleyball things out.
So yeah, there's a few options, but for me, Neuer definitely goes in.
I'm willing to concede with Neuer.
Yeah, I'll concede.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, don't Golden Glove, Courtois,
Yeah.
obviously Champions League, brilliant, but player to actually win the World Cup.
Yeah.
And
it's a bonus that he never played for Chelsea as well, whereas Courtois did, unfortunately.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, if we're happy to lock in Neuer,
Let
but
me lock him in.
I did think of you, Tate, when Pantilimon came up, Sunderland. Probably I'd associate him more with Sunderland.
He was part of the squad I met.
Yes, yeah. And I think he might play for City for a little bit.
Yeah. He might even be a Premier League winner somehow.
Yeah, possibly.
He did. He won a Premier League.
Yeah,
with City.
Yeah, it would have been. What was the manager then?
Mancini?
No, the one that managed West Ham. Pellegrini,
possibly, yeah.
was in charge.
But yeah, I'd associate him with Sunderland. But yeah, no.
Is the joint tallest Premier League player? Do you know who the other one was?
6'8".
Yes, Lucina Traore, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what his nickname is?
Big Lass.
The Big Tree.
We're jumping ahead, but I've got Traore on the list as special mention.
Have you?
Because didn't he play? All jokes. Didn't he play for Hull for a bit?
Everton.
Sorry.
He might play for Hull.
He did play for Hull, but maybe not in the Prem.
Big
but
guy.
6'8".
Big guy.
Yeah, very nice. But yeah, if we're happy with Neuer, then we'll lock him in.
But while we're on keepers as well, an honourable mention here. I don't know if you boys found this guy. I had to look him up. He's not played in the top 5 leagues, so irrelevant for our team. But the tallest ever player to play football, Mr. Simon Block Jorgensen.
I might have been on the same page as you.
2 meters and 10 centimeters tall. That's 6'10".
That is outrageous.
The tallest player ever in football. Started with Copenhagen, but then where he plays now is unreal. He currently plays for Waltham Abbey.
Nice. Just down the road. Lovely.
So if you see a tree walking around Waltham Abbey, go say hello to Simon.
Yeah, it's probably him. That is quality.
Right, so goalkeeper locked in and Bundesliga ticked off the list.
Yep.
Do you want to start us off in defence, Jack?
Yeah, I've got a few names, but I'm going to go hopefully pretty safe. I'll go Virgil van Dijk. 6'5", obviously mainly associated with the Premier League. Liverpool won it all with Liverpool. Team of the Years in the Prem, Champions League with Liverpool, Defender of the Year in the Champions League as well. Yeah, Van Dijk represents his country. When he maybe I don't think he's that as good as he was right now, but yeah, he's probably up there with one of the best defenders in the Prem. So ever that is. So yeah, I'm gonna go Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, now I have Virgil locked in as well as one of my centre backs. Like you just said, 6'5", 195 centimeters, fits the bill well. Not a bad player as well to have in your
an
team.
actual good player. Yeah.
Well, we made it a hat trick because Verge is also the first time
I think so. I mean, he was a late thought for me as well. I don't know about you. I mean, I've put some random players on before him, but when I realised, I was like, well, he's obviously going to go in.
Yeah,
but
yeah. And I was a bit wary. Well, like you said, not had the greatest season last year, maybe, but then Liverpool as a whole didn't.
Yeah.
And then I saw that Haaland last year actually said about Virgil that he's the best defender that he's ever played against.
Yeah.
And that's coming from the robot.
Yeah.
So,
and you see Van Dijk in interviews stuff. He is enormous. Like he is huge. So yeah, Van
Haaland
Dijk
called him fast, strong, and bad smart. That was his exact quote. Whatever bad smart.
Yeah. No, he's good.
I think even Troy Deeney once said he smells nice as well. There's some interview going around.
I think he wears nice bit of aftershave.
Yeah, he's got his lovely permed hair, innit?
Yeah.
All tied up in his ponytail.
No, yeah, I like it, Van Dijk.
So I'll go next with my centre half. So there's a few. I think centre half's probably one of the easier positions. To pick
I'd
from.
say through the middle of the pitch, there's definitely more players available.
Maybe an element of bias with my choice, but there was options. I did think maybe Joel Matip as soon as I thought of Van Dijk, Matip to go, but
You're thinking about combinations.
yeah. Chemistry, team chemistry.
I have gone with Big Per. Big Per Mertesacker.
I was expecting this.
6'6", 198 centimeters tall.
World Cup winner as well, was he?
World Cup winner, FA Cup winner, couple times, I think twice.
How tall was he? Sorry, 198.
Yeah,
6'7", 6'6",
6'6". Yeah,
silly, isn't it?
wasn't the quickest, but was a very good defender.
I'd say his time at Arsenal, he not got worse, but that wasn't his prime. When he won the World Cup, that was.
He was at Arsenal then.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he that good? I didn't think he was that good at Arsenal.
But this is the thing. He's one of them players. I don't think unless he plays for your club and you watched him week in week out. I think everyone just thought he was really, really, really slow.
Yeah.
And was because of that he was rubbish.
Right.
Where did you sign him from?
Werder Bremen.
Yeah.
So that's also why I picked him as well because he ticks off. Off that Bundesliga.
Yeah, true.
No, but for me was very underrated with his feet as well, playing out from the back. Great in the air, leader, all round nice bloke. And now
I come across him.
And now he works at the academy.
Yeah, yeah.
And you still get the chemistry points because he played in the Premier.
Yeah, and if noisy goal.
German, yeah.
2 World Cup winners. Yeah. I'd say Van Dijk's definitely. Mertesacker asterisk next to him in a minute. I think we'll go through the rest.
Yeah, you name your other centre half. You've gone for.
Put a name for.
Per's not in my list, but I knew you were going to bring him up, Tate. For me, I think I've gone for a player who is echelons above Per Mertesacker, as in one of the greatest of all time, one of my probably favourite players of all time. I love this guy. Could be because of the teams that he played in as well, but rather than just him. But I've gone for Mr. Gerard Piqué.
Yeah, I like it. That was my next one. So
I had him as a shoehorn right back.
Yeah.
He did play right back, didn't he?
He played one game on transfer market as right back.
Yeah.
We'll talk. Yeah, we'll get into that. I suppose. That. But if you've got other fullbacks, then maybe. But I think maybe 3 at the back's the safest option.
1 metre 94, 6'4".
Yeah,
I've got him. He's won it all, isn't he? World Cup, Euros.
He's won the lot. 9 La Ligas.
Yeah,
it's insane.
And there's a bit of drama with his wife, or former wife Shakira as well. That adds an element of surprise to the team.
It does. And I had found an interesting fact here. Have a little quick maybe teaser for you. He's one of 4 players to win the Champions League 2 years in a row with 2 different teams. Do you know who the other 3 were?
Other 3 players.
Yeah, so winning the Champions League 2 years in a row, but with 2 different teams. So he did it with United and then Barcelona, I'd guess. Pardon?
Kovacic?
No, but good guess. It's a tough one. Shall I give him you?
So one of Team A, and then next year one of Team B.
Yeah.
Are we talking this sort of era?
Seedorf? No, a bit older.
Oh yeah.
I think it'll be tough. We got some big names here. Marcel Desailly and Samuel Eto'o, and then I don't know who this guy is, Paulo Sousa.
I know the name. I would never have guessed them.
I didn't think you would have, but it's a pretty cool league to be in, that, isn't it? To win it twice with two different teams year after year. But yeah, PK for me, definitely.
I'd second Freddie's nomination for PK as well.
Yeah, no, I had PK in my team, but just as a shoehorn.
So
right
definitely,
back.
Van Dijk and PK. I'll throw a name in the hat. I'm laughing because some of them just won't be in the team. But I'll go Vincent Kompany. 6'4", does cover the Bundesliga and Prem, but majority obviously associated with the Prem. He's won 4 Premier Leagues, 2 FA Cups, 4 League Cups, 80 odd caps for Belgium. Just a bit of a monster, wasn't he?
Yeah, no, he was one that came in this morning
when the rules
when the rules was altered. Vincent Kompany was allowed in. That's why I didn't have him in my original list.
Yeah,
but no, fantastic player. Other players, Harry Maguire.
Is he 6'4"?
Yeah,
bloody hell.
Yeah, he was going nowhere near my team.
Oh, I didn't even think of it. Oh, yeah.
Yerry Mina.
Oh no.
No one has mentioned Dan Burn.
Dan Burn.
Come on, mate. We've got a long way to go here.
6'6". Brighton, Newcastle.
You're about to see a tactical masterclass when you see where I put Dan Burn.
Well, you could be Dan Burn could be left back, couldn't he? And little PK at right back, or not little, but
little PK.
Slot him in at right back, and then a pairing of Van Dijk and Mertesacker.
So back to Kompany. I've got him somewhere else.
Oh yeah,
will be revealed later on. I'll say.
Dan Burn though, why have you seen he's lost his ring finger? Hasn't he? Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
No?
Yeah, he's lost that.
He's like that.
Really?
Yeah. And when he was 13. Lost his ring finger. He was wearing a ring at the time and then tried to climb a fence, but sadly ripped off part or the whole finger, and that's why you see him on TV taking throw-ins or whatever, and he's missing a finger. But
when you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah, exactly that. You'll never not see it. But Dan Burn, absolute giant, but also quite good at left back, and obviously doing very well for Newcastle.
Yeah. So have you stuck Dan Burn as one of your centre backs then? Sorry, or
he was a centre back for me. I haven't really. I would say I'm playing 3 at the back, but he's not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say damn. We're throwing some names out at the minute, but my defence is 3 centre backs definitely.
Yeah.
I'm just going to mention the.
Go for who's your 3 then? So
my main 3: Kompany, Van Dijk, PK, and I've got 3 other names that I'll.
Kompany, Van
so
Dijk, PK.
Dan Burn, one of them, and then Sunderland legend, played for Liverpool.
Yep.
Sebastian Quatters.
Yeah.
Just purely 6'5". Yeah. Pretty rubbish, but. Enormous.
Yeah.
And then my last one was Naldo, the Brazilian.
Oh, I forgot about him.
6'6".
Pers. He was Pers' teammate at Werder Bremen.
Oh right, maybe he played
them two.
But he was a bit of a
chemistry points
back in the day. Yeah, he won the Copa America with Brazil in 2007. Won the German Cup twice and over 440 games, and obviously represented Brazil. And he had I don't know he scored a lot of goals, but he used to smash free kicks and just. Like Alex did, the Brazilian Alex, and just run up. But my main 3: Kompany, Van Dijk, and PK.
And Tate, are you playing 3 at the back? Or are you
I've gone for a 4.
Oh, okay. So you've said your 2 centre backs.
Mine were Dan Burn left,
mm-hmm.
Big Per and Big Verge centre halves, and then I've shoehorned Gerard PK in it. Right
I like
back.
it.
Great, yeah.
I'm like it. What about you, Freddie?
Well, I've got Dan Burn. I'm playing my 3 at the back, and I'm playing Dan Burn as a
left side,
a very diverse left winger.
I did not expect that.
A left wing back, yeah.
Okay.
But he's not really going to get up and down, is he? But my 3rd centre back we haven't touched upon. I'd call him a streets won't forget. For me personally, anyway, I think he's got a lot more honours than you'd ever imagine him to have. This player. Played for Liverpool as well.
Oh,
Sami Hyypiä.
Sami Hyypiä. That's a great shout. Yeah,
I
didn't realise he was
used to love Sami Hyypiä. 193, 6'4", and with Liverpool in the space of about 2 years, whilst he was captain. Gerrard took over when they won the Champions League, obviously, but he won the Champions League, UEFA Cup, 2 FA Cups, 2 League Cups. Liverpool Player of the Year, Finland's Player of the Year, 10 years in a row.
I actually really like that shout.
I love Sami Hyypiä.
For now, I'm happy to play 4 at the back. If you're going to go PK, Dan Burn left back, so we can sort of keep the
Mm.
left hand side, and then Van Dijk in the middle with either Mertesacker or the late shout of Hupia.
I thought you said that late great or something. He ain't dead.
No. For now, and then if we get to further forward and then we name some players, and we might change it to a 3 at the
We've
back.
got Sammy Hippier as on the bench if not as well.
Yeah, true. That is true.
I'll
Or
make
Mertesacker on the bench.
one last pitch for
Gotta
Sammy.
put her in there.
Tate, what was your marathon time?
4:29, 4:31, something like that.
With a horrendous knee.
Yeah.
Sammy Hippier did the Helsinki Marathon in 2011. 3:56:09.
Oh,
It's not the best of times, but towards the end of his
long
career.
strides.
But
Robin did it in under 3 hours, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit of a
Which is
weirdo.
mad.
Yeah.
Sammy must be seeing finish lines everywhere though.
Oi.
Reece,
yeah.
wait, it will drop in a minute.
Really?
Have you got it?
No, it was Reece. He said Reece. It would drop.
Oh.
But you did get it, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course I did.
He's not finished. He's only 20 years.
Iconic.
So, what, we happy with the 4 at the back for now?
Yeah.
But with the personnel, are you going to pursue Mertesacker?
I would pursue Mertesacker. Just 'cause I think we need some added height.
Oh, do we?
Yeah,
They're not quite.
you pursue
Damn, what,
Mertesacker.
6'6" left back is not quite cutting it.
I think we need some height.
All right, that's fine. I'm happy with the 4 at the back.
We can always come back and change.
Yeah, Peter. I don't know.
Hupia could be wearing a suit at the end of this.
Yeah. PK, Mertesacker, Van Dijk, Dan Burn left back.
Yeah.
I like it.
Pencil it in.
Pencil it in. Right. Let me write that down.
Midfield is where my team is. Yeah,
Yeah, you
falls
said a
apart.
moment ago, Jack, through the middle of the pitch is quite easy. I even found centre mids, combined obviously with wingers, is impossible. But centre mids I found really, really tough as well.
Yeah.
So
Keepers, strikers, centre backs, all day long.
So just quickly, we've ticked off Bundesliga, Premier League, and La Liga through our defence.
Yes. Hopefully, I've got one player that just trumps all the rules.
Did you say La Liga? Sorry.
Yeah, PK. Do you want me to start with my midfielder?
Yeah, go for it.
Do it.
Moved in the summer to French side Rennes. Nemanja Matic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, I just added him about an hour ago because I was struggling for players. But yeah, 6'4", isn't he? Big Serbian. Obviously, Man U, Chelsea. Yeah, covers the French league.
So I assume we're going to pick 3 centre mids.
I would say I've got 2 for me that were definites, and then hopefully
we'll go around. Choose
Yeah.
name some some midfielders, and then we'll.
I've got 3, and my one also covers the French league. And this guy is a definite streets won't forget player. Nicknamed the Wardrobe. Papa Bouba Diop.
Really.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I didn't.
R.I.P.
I did think of him, but yeah, no, good player.
195. He is 6'5". Nicknamed the Wardrobe. Won the FA Cup with Pompey. And
Great side that.
played for Lens as well. So there's your French league. And he scored Senegal's first ever World Cup goal in their first ever World Cup game.
That goal is
against France.
ingrained in my body.
Yeah.
The amount of
That is-
times I've
yeah,
watched
that's
it.
quite
Papa
iconic,
Bouba Diop
yeah.
is there. And Papa Bouba Diop is there.
And
And he
I-
takes
I-
his shirt off, then and they dance.
Yeah.
Him and there's
I reckon this guy's single-handedly the reason why Senegal have now got such a great team these days. It's like, 20 years on, all those kids watching it back then, like Sadio Mane is Senegalese, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Papa
inspired by Papa. They look up to Papa.
Yeah.
Scholes
No, I like
said that Papa was one of the most awkward players that he ever played against. And he said, if
nickname
you
of
get
Wardrobe,
involved
so-
physically with him, then you're wasting your time.
Scholes.
So I'm going to hold up a candle for Papa.
I like it. I'm going to go. This is my strongest player in the team. It's got to be Patrick Vieira. 6'4", covers obviously Prem, but also Serie A, Juve and Inter. Won the Prem 3 times, 4 times Serie A, FA Cup 5 times, won the World Cup in '98. I think Vieira's got to be in there. I assume Tate has got him in there somewhere.
No, so he
Really?
wasn't in my midfield because originally he was a new rule change.
Yeah. Sorry.
I have him later on.
Okay.
He's not your gaffer, is he?
He's in my suit.
I've got my gap. I don't think you've got him. I'd be very
But-
surprised.
I can happily
Come
be
back.
persuaded by that.
Yeah, I know. Vieira's got to be centre midfield.
I'm
the-
happy to lock him in.
Yeah, I think.
So the
Vieira
two
and
Spurs
then-
fans picked Vieira and you didn't.
Yeah.
Well, not originally because he wasn't allowed in my squad.
Okay.
No, but then my other
But then-
option is a player that beforehand shouldn't have been in the squad, but his feet and inches height allows him.
Just a quick one on right backs.
Okay.
We've had. Sorry, I just remembered
Go
this
on.
in my notes. Sorry to interrupt.
No.
Star of Freddie's second guest, but we also had a guest on the show who's 6'4". Greg Halford. Right back.
Could be. Could slot him in.
It's more of a right back than Gerard Piqué.
Yeah, definitely. Greg Alford there. He's
Played in the Premier League. Ticks the box.
He does.
But
Hope you're listening, Greg.
right.
Could slot him in.
I also had Vieira, and I liked Vieira in there for a bit of continuity because he's the only possible player here who was also in our managers 11
Yes.
a year ago.
Yeah, and he could become a player manager if we need him. If our manager falls ill for whatever reason, we could always chop and change it. But yeah, whilst we're on topic of midfielders and Arsenal, you might have him take somewhere. I'll be surprised if you don't. Abu Diaby.
Yes.
Again, Prem, but covers the French league, 6'4". Probably hampered by injury, but he was a brilliant player. He never really established. He was very good at Arsenal at times, but never really established himself. He retired at age 32, back in France. But yeah, Abu Diaby for me.
You say hampered by injury. Is he the one that was literally injured for all the time?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah,
Pretty
he
much,
played
yeah.
like he would play.
So we signed him January 2005, and we signed him and Adebayor from France. I think the French teams.
Mm.
They both played really, really well, and then we just got into the Champions League final, and the two games before we played Sunderland away, and the Premier League just literally assassinated his ankle, and you hear it, and it's like vile.
Yeah, awful.
The ref gave the bloke a yellow card, and he just after that he was never played more than 5 games on the trot. And towards the end of his career at Arsenal, I think he retired at 27.
32. But that was back in France.
Yeah, but when he left Arsenal, he was
Yeah,
just,
he was done.
finished.
I think he played overall his whole career from age of 18 to 32, maybe 100 odd games.
He was contracted to us and still lost his squad number because he just didn't play. So, but it was a shame. It was obviously a player in there.
In the very few minutes I saw him play, you always got quite excited about him, didn't you? But
Yeah.
he's just always injured. Yeah.
I had him in here as well, potentially shoehorn left mid because he actually did a spell at Arsenal for left mid. Remember we played Liverpool away in the Champions League when Walcott did that crazy run, and he played left mid there and was very good. Scored actually in that game.
But yeah, I'd say Diaby is just a name I've thrown out there. But yeah, Vieira definitely. Take you got any other names in there?
Yes, so I've got a few. Had Havertz.
Yes.
I saw him, but he's
he's
not good enough.
Well, I was really struggling for centimetres, like I said, and as I was about to leave, I only had 10 players down, and my mum screamed at me, Kai Havertz?
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good knowledge.
But the
That's for
one,
you, mum.
Good knowledge.
the one I have, there's another current player, Scott McTominay. But no, I don't want him in my team.
Yeah.
The one I quite like, he's certainly street. I thought that's what you would say with Streets Not Forget. Blackburn, he's played for Stoke, Roma, currently plays in France. Stephen Nzonzi,
yeah. Good.
World Cup winner
Yeah.
as well.
With who?
France. When he
Is he French?
But
Yeah.
one of those that he probably subbed on and whatever else.
What,
but
he was in the squad?
Yeah, he was in that squad. Yeah.
Wow.
How annoying is that Pogba's like 6'3"?
yeah, and there's so many. I thought it was a little stupid. Zidane, he's like 6'2" or 6'3". Like, he's incredibly tall. But yeah, there was a few. Vieira is the first one that came to mind. But so my last name nomination is a bloke called Sidi Sarr. He played for, I'm going to say, pronounce it Nimes or Nimes or something, in the French league, and he represented Senegal. But Sidi Sarr is currently aged 27, and he plays for Chavez,
Okay.
in, I assume, Mexico.
Mm.
But funny enough about him, it says it on his Wikipedia page. Sarr was taken into police custody in October 21 on allegations that he had relations with underage prostitutes. His lawyer denied the accusations and claimed that Sarr had been a victim of manipulation. 6'5". He on our current team, he'd be the tallest midfielder. But
it'd also be the most controversial.
yeah,
one,
again with him and PK, they
clash.
we're a bit of a bad boy team.
Well, tall guys are normally quite good guys.
Yeah. Well, Freddie, might be a rule to that exception.
What is it about? I noticed this when I was doing my my team. It's a very ethnocentric thing. Being tall, it's all European. A lot of Scandies. But for some reason, Senegal keeps on cropping up.
Yeah,
Vieira's
they've
got
got-
Senegalese heritage.
yeah.
Papa Bouba Diop, Senegal. I don't know what they're putting in the water in Senegal, but I don't need any.
I
of
would
it.
like some.
I would like some. Well, a player who isn't Senegalese, who I've also got in my midfield
Go on.
trio, Marouane Fellaini.
Oh, that's a shout.
His hair adds 10 of those feet.
That is a
6'4",
great shout.
horrible bloke,
Mm.
but I actually quite enjoyed him.
And he could be a push forward as a little second striker.
He
Depends on the
scored
formation.
goals.
Yeah, it depends on what we're playing.
He scored goals. He's got. Moyes
Mm.
loved him. Mourinho loved him. Part of
Yeah.
your Belgium team.
Yeah. yeah.
And you got any other nominations, Fred?
No, I thought about Fellaini, but I didn't have the courage to put him in. Just I thought at United he was
Not
diabolical,
great, yeah.
but his early Everton days, very entertaining to watch.
Mm.
See that hair bouncing all over the place. But no, I didn't. I really struggled with centre mids. I just had
Mm.
Papa, Patrick, and Kai.
Yeah.
I'm on first name basis with all
Yeah,
of them.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
more than happy to listen to other.
I would say
suggestions.
Vieira. I would even say Matic probably, because out of the I've got four midfielders, and Matic is probably better than Diaby and that City Sar bloke. So
City Sar.
and yeah, Matic won the Prem twice, FA Cup once, and he ticks off. What does he tick off? Prem and
Syria.
Syria, and obviously Vieira ticks
And
off
French.
both, and French.
Did you not hear what Paul Scholes said about Papa Bouba Diop?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We can. That's my team. That after the defence, it's all funnels through the middle.
Yeah.
So we need.
I'm happy to go with Papa. He's got a childhood memory in my. Of that goal.
Iconic
Nostalgia.
footballing memory.
That
yeah.
goal is. I've got such an affinity with the 2002 World Cup. I
great
could
one.
literally. I could tell you basically every game and
Great
every
World
goal and who scored it and
And
how
to
it
be
went
fair,
in.
I couldn't name you any more midfielders, like to make a sensible formation. Like, and there's no width at all, unless you're trying to push Havertz in. Like, yeah,
No.
I think three in the middle is a good.
Yeah, I like Vieira, Matic, and Papa
Papa.
Bouba Diop.
I'm
Freddie,
over the
mate.
moon with that.
Yeah,
Someone
that's
called
good.
the wardrobe has to surely be in the team.
Yeah, if you're making a tall 11, yeah, so true. So yeah, Vieira, Matic, Papa.
Right, locked in.
Forwards.
Right, now this is. Are we all in agreement? Are we all in shoehorn territory?
No, I've got two solid strikers here. I mean,
You talking about strikers, Tate, or are you talking about wingers there with shoehorn?
Oh, sorry, yeah, we need three.
Right, that's what I was saying.
Well,
Where are you
yes.
playing your three?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Well, yeah, we're shoehorning. I've got two definite names that have to be in this team, but then after that,
Same.
yeah.
I think I've got three definite. I think of the forwards, I think it's these three for me, or no one. And
Go on, Freddie.
Go on, Fred. You,
Says
you
that.
name
Okay.
first.
Well, I think quite an obvious one that's going to be put out there, so I'll go for him first. And if we're looking at where we're going to play him as well, I think you need to have some kind of winger on a foot pitch. You can't all play in the middle of the pitch.
Well,
right?
I don't know.
and we want to put crosses in as well because they're all bloody massive.
Mm.
But the problem is those guys on the wing aren't going to be able to get round the fullbacks because they're too bloody massive as well. I've thought about this in depth. But the quickest of any of these players on here, I think, is surely Erling Haaland.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'd like to put a
Yes.
case for him maybe being sort of a wider striker
Yeah.
than he
I've
usually
got
plays.
Haaland has to be up there.
He's a
6'4".
robot.
Yeah.
He's absolutely everything, isn't he? He's just
yeah,
phenomenal. So he's got to be in there.
yeah, and he's 23. He's a young gun.
I've got Erling Haaland in brackets left wing. Left wing.
That would work, but from my list, who's playing right wing, I couldn't tell you. But Haaland, yeah, I think you could work him in as a winger. Yeah, played every level for Norway. Trebled last season in his first season with City. Yeah, set the Premier League record, 36 and 35. Just won a Super Cup. Yeah, he's a freak.
I ended up having to put him on the right wing actually because of Dan Burn on my left wing.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
you were playing unorthodox damp.
And I think Erling surely can use both feet.
Yeah.
Just for a bit of context for exactly how much of the guy is a freak, have you heard about his long jump record?
No, never.
When he was at the age of 5, he broke the world record for the standing long jump.
5 years old. Early.
How far do you reckon he jumped at 5 years old, standing still?
I don't know what would be good. I'm going to say 2 meters.
I'm going to say 1.7.
1.63 meters. That's
hell.
only
it's
30 centimeters shorter than me.
Yeah.
As a 5-year-old jumping.
Yeah. Standing as well. What is he doing? That?
How do you find out you've got that talent?
Yeah, what? You just jumping around your house? That's very weird. No, Haaland for me is definitely in there.
Got to be in there.
So yeah, we agree on Haaland. Not sure where he's going to position himself, but my other name that I've got in bold is Big Zlatan. I think 6'4", probably associated with Milan, but has played in multiple leagues, over 400 goals across 7 countries, played for 22, 23 years, and this is interesting fact. He's the only player to score in the big derbies from the major countries he's played in. So Ajax versus Feyenoord, City versus United, Milan versus Inter, Madrid versus Barca, PSG versus France, PSG versus Marseille, and he scored in the El Tráfico, LA Galaxy versus LAFC.
He's just an icon, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's an
and
absolute
you think
icon.
you think of all sorts. Zlatan's done, and even his character. Yeah, he's
he's won it all
there.
everywhere he's been. He's a cheat code in terms of our 5 leagues rule because he's the only one who's not played for his Bundesliga. It speaks for himself, I think.
Yeah, I think Zlatan, like you said, I thought
6'5" as well, isn't he?
6'4", it said, but it could be controversial. I'm not
I
sure.
saw 6'5". Yeah.
Oh, he might be 6'5".
I thought it was 6'5". I don't know. He
Take
just
it.
seems a little bit taller than 6'4". That's even a thing.
Add him.
Jack's looking for more height. So
Yeah, give him an extra inch. I think, like you said, he covers a few leagues, and obviously one of the names in football you think of. I think.
He's an icon. He scored in the last 4 decades of football.
Yeah.
I don't know how many other
He
players.
just retired as well, didn't he? 41,
Yeah.
he retired, yeah.
Yeah. So I think Ibra through the middle.
So this is where I've got a right side. Well, he was a striker, but he was. I don't know how much you two ever watched him. Very technical player. 6'6", Carnu.
Oh,
There was a
That's
best bits highlights of him the other day of just his Champions League stuff. He won the Champions League as well. Not of Arsenal, obviously. Great player.
Yeah, that is a great. I think
Won the FA
that
Cup
did
at
not come
Pompey.
into my
I was going
mind.
to say
And
he's the
he's-
one that played for Portsmouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
technically with his feet, unbelievable. Nigerian striker, very, very good. Played at Ajax, played at Inter, played obviously at Arsenal, then gone to Pompey. Scored a fair few times for us. I haven't got all the goals he scored, but I remember watching it. It was literally about a week ago. Then I thought, yes, Carnu, he's got to be.
Yeah,
and I remember because he was I think he's just under 2 meters. And I remember, when you had the old Merlin sticker books as a kid, and I was like, he's nearly 2 meters. He's so tall.
He's huge.
And he had size like 13 feet, just massive great things. And he was just, I don't think he got enough credit for how good he was at the time.
No.
And now people looking back don't always think he's that good.
Because he's probably in the Arsenal team that was incredible, so he looked like the worst out of them.
Yeah, because he was third choice striker
Yeah.
at the time when you had Henri Bergkamp. Then Wiltord came in for a bit. Then obviously Carney was always like 38.
Yeah. yeah.
And he went to Portsmouth and he was like still 38.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, that's a good shout. I didn't even think of him.
Yeah.
But I'd say the English version of Carnu, Peter Crouch.
yes.
6'7". Tottenham, Liverpool, Stoke, Portsmouth. He did play a little bit in Sweden as well. But yeah, Crouch, 6'7". He doesn't have to necessarily go. I think Carnu's a great shout, but yeah, special mention, Peter Crouch.
It's not even a special mention for me. There's absolutely no chance I'd be able to go home tonight and sleep if I didn't say Peter Crouch. Is my team.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
He's
saying that
iconic.
we haven't got to keep him in there, but if I don't put a case for him,
I can't
I
sleep.
mean, I wouldn't sleep. The guy
Part of the 100 Premier League club as well.
The guy is one of my heroes. He made kids like me feel normal.
And he got us into the Champions League.
Got Spurs in the Champions League. Yeah, Premier League 100 club.
Mm.
Most headed goals in the Premier League. He holds
Somebody
the
can't hit the
accolade.
ball as well is pretty good.
And that goal that he scored for Stoke
Against
Against
City.
City.
Yeah.
against Joe Hart, wasn't it? Yeah.
Joe Hart's 6'5", by the way.
Mm.
Didn't mention Joe Hart. Not good enough, but
Don't care about him.
yeah, Peter Crouch. He's definitely up there.
He made lanky lads like me feel normal.
Nice.
So
See,
cheers,
Peter Crouch is one of them players I think that has to be in the conversation.
Oh, yeah,
you
I
can't
think-
do an all-time 11
yeah.
and leave.
Yeah, if he's not in the starting 11, he's definitely on the bench. And then, like you said earlier, Lassina Traore is in. I've got him in special mention, but just purely 6'8". He might be awful.
He was a beast on FIFA, wasn't he, back in the day,
Yeah.
doing for Andy.
Just a cheat code, wasn't he?
Another special mention, which still gives me nightmares. Nikola Zigic
Yeah, he did come up on a few of my searches.
scored in the Carling Cup final in 2011. I think that Arsenal infamously lost to Birmingham City.
Yeah.
Didn't do much else apart from that.
Yeah, no, there was a few. I found some. I've got them at the end. Some rogue players, but I do like Haaland and
I've
Ibra,
got
definitely.
three other strikers.
Go on.
Yeah, I got a couple as well.
Olivier Giroud,
Ooh.
Yes.
obviously, but then he's 6'4". I want to go tall.
Yeah,
I want to go tall.
Yeah.
Luca Toni
Yeah, look at
Yeah, bit of a legend.
and Edin Dzeko.
Is he?
Class
player as well.
But again, they're all 193, 6'4".
Bang on, yeah.
Or Kai Havertz, false 9.
I had another two that aren't wildly tall, just 6'4" is again. As a Spurs fan, Fernando Llorente.
Yes, he come
I
up.
mean, never one of our greatest players, but scored in a very important game for us.
Mhm.
A very important goal in that City
With
game.
what part of his body?
Chest.
It's definitely his chest.
Was it his arm?
His chest is really long, and he's won quite a lot actually in Spain as well. Copa del Rey, 3 Serie A's as well, and I've written 3 words down for this player, and they are just streets won't forget. Graziano Pella.
Oh,
yes.
I didn't know he was that tall. I didn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
he did not go
6'4".
into mind.
6'4". Those 2 seasons at Southampton.
Good player.
Yeah.
Cashed out and went to China, but great player those 2 seasons. Yeah.
Just a thought that I thought you were going to say Michu.
I'm just gonna.
How tall is
Yeah,
Michu?
Michu's in there. Michu
literally-
counts.
You were literally saying my clogs were ticking in my head saying it's going to say Michu.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
Michu's got to be
Michu makes it.
6'3".
He was.
I'm not sure about me.
in my searches. I think he makes it.
Wikipedia reckons 6'1".
Oh, really? I thought he was
But-
in.
No, he's got to be
Well,
taller than
we're
that.
6'4". I know it's 1.85. 6'1".
Wikipedia need to get that tape measure.
Yeah, I reckon they.
He's got to be taller than 6'1", surely.
Don't know, but he
Michu,
was
if you're out there,
a baller.
let us know.
But no, I like the idea of Haaland, Ibra, and I do like the shout of Kanu. Crouch can definitely be. If he's not in the starting, he's definitely in the squad.
Well,
I think-
I'll send you this highlight package.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see
we'll
his
know.
twinkle toes, and you'll be like, wow.
I think just like we said, the team being the tallest team, Crouch has got to be maybe on the bench. But I get where you're coming from with Kanu, and it's not even a player I thought of, and I do love him. Well, I will just add one last thing for Crouch. You know, the guy's got a very famous podcast.
Yes, could help us out.
Part of the podcast union, you know.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying very
Yeah. That is also
That
true.
too. And if you're listening, Crouchy, send Abby my way.
Yeah.
Loyal or unloyal?
So at the minute we're going to go for a 4-3-3 with a obscure forward line of very large men.
Yes.
So and we said like Haaland on one side, and is it Zlatan through the middle, Kanu on the other side? Is it?
Yeah, I think Kanu
Kanu flying.
could do the left or right. That's what he's.
Okay, well there we go. He's
got it
versatile.
about him. Yeah, he's got it. He's got a bit.
Would you have Haaland as like a Leroy Sané-esque, just
bomber,
left winger, bomb,
Yeah.
or would you have him as a cut in and?
I think you either play him really close to the 3 forwards, really close together, like almost like a centre forward and 2 strikers, or
Just going to
go-
bump into each other.
yeah,
don't they?
Haaland get on the touchline, Kanu just sort of inverted winger.
I don't think Haaland's gonna do a player either, is he?
Nah,
He needs to be running
He just
onto
wants the
it.
ball. Yeah, he just
And
wants
he's
the ball
just-
set.
the ball
and
got
chase.
be gone.
Yeah.
You could picture on that right hand side. Do you know the old classic Henry curl into with the
Ooh,
right?
Yeah.
That right hand side finish, but on the left hand side,
Mm.
just literally byline, cutting in, diagonally run, curve your run, keep on side.
Imagine that. Dan Burn overlapping a Haaland.
Matic playing the ball through.
Third
Matic or
man,
Vieira.
third man run from Burn.
I don't know what Papa Bubak's got with his feet.
Man running from Burn.
The wardrobe's on. The wardrobe's just on the edge of the box, waiting for the ball to dribble out. Nice, good.
Right, do we have a skipper in this
Oh, I didn't
lineup?
think about skippers.
So
Shall I run through the 11?
go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Manuel Neuer. Then we've got Dan Burn left back,
Mm-hmm.
Virgil van Dijk, Per Mertesacker,
Mm-hmm.
Gerard Piqué, Papa Bouba Diop, Patrick Vieira, Nemanja Matic, Erling Haaland, Kanu, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
It's very good.
It's a nice team. There's such a nice mix of like absolute world class like Zlatan's, PK's, and then your Dan Burns,
Yeah.
and then the streets won't forget guys like Papa and Kanu as well. It's a really nice mix.
It's
There's
true,
8
but
captains in that team.
yeah, I mean, my nomination's in the middle, and I think it's for me. Vieira's got to be captain. I don't know. Actually, saying that there's
a
big,
lot of big men in
characters in that side. Yeah.
I would give. It'd be Patrick Vieira, Verge, or Neuer.
I'd definitely give Neuer a shout. Yeah.
Neuer, yeah.
I don't
Neuer
think
or
I'd give
Vieira for
Verge
me.
a shout. Yeah.
It's tough.
Do you want captain as your goalkeeper though? Hugo
That's,
Lloris.
Yeah, one thing for me. I'm gonna go. I'll stick with Vieira for me, captain.
Go for it.
Right, let's whack him in there. I can get behind that.
Did he captain our managers 11?
No, I
we
think.
ended up. I've got it next to me.
Did
actually.
Pep do it?
Yeah, we got. Of
course we did. Of course.
Yeah, do you
Silly
remember
question.
We played the World 11 of managers, and
Josep.
yeah, we had Pep. And talking about the manager 11, got it next to me. We had Jesse Marsh in goal.
Gone.
We had a back three of. I mean, Vieira was right centre back.
Sacked.
Pep in the middle. Potter left side.
Sacked.
We had a marauding Conte on the right wing back.
Sacked.
Marco Silva left wing back.
Sacked.
No, he's still at Fulham.
Still Fulham.
Oh
now,
yeah, of course. Sorry.
We had a midfield three of Gerrard, Arteta, O'Neill.
Sacked.
Sacked and
Two still,
sacked.
Yeah.
No, sacked.
O'Neill.
Not
Well,
sacked.
no,
Sacked and come back.
Yeah. And then we had Lampard. We had Lampard behind Klopp. Klopp. Why was Klopp up front? And then
I think you came up with the idea of Klopp up front. He was number 9, wasn't he?
Sounds like a tactical masterclass
Yeah.
from me.
And then we had a bench of Ten Hag, Ralph Hasenhüttl, and Bruno Lage, and both of those, two of those subs gone.
Goodness.
That was on the eve of De Zerbi getting the job.
Yeah, because
And no one knew a clue he was.
No,
Yeah.
my list, I've got De Zerbi on there.
Yeah.
Crossed out because
Big question mark next to him.
we didn't allow him in. But yeah, that was our 10th episode, so yeah, it'd be very different this time round.
Yeah, this is going to be our 61st.
Yeah. Could be, very good. But
So we
Yeah.
need a gaffer, I guess.
Yes,
we
we
do
do need
I
a...
mean,
Or do you want
I'm
subs
interested.
first? That's up to you. I'll leave it to you.
No, let's do the subs. Let's do
Yeah,
the
yeah.
subs then. The gaffer to.
Yeah, let's all pick our favourite one. Favourite
think-
one each.
Well, I think Crouch has got to go in.
Yeah.
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 Crouch has got to go in.
I do like the idea of Hupia
Hupia for a defender.
for a sub and a defender.
Yes, I like that. And then we need a midfielder, do we? To even it all out?
Mm.
Have we got one?
Well,
I mean, Kai Havertz would give you some youth and some pace, I guess, if you want to bring that off the bench.
possibly.
Do we put your troublesome Saar
I
in
mean, yeah, we can.
Yeah,
City Sar's bit of an impact.
How
sub.
old was City? How tall was
6'5". 6'5", 27 years old.
City Saar? Who's he played for again?
He's currently playing for Chavez
He'd
in
be a right
Mexico.
troublemaker on the
Has
bench.
he played for
wouldn't
any of the other...
No, he played in Ligue. Or hang on, let me
Ligue.
get his Wikipedia.
Be a right troublemaker on the bench. wouldn't
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
a bad boy. And then we need
We
another bad.
need a bad boy. He played for Lorient on loan, and I'm going to say
I think you
Nims.
said Neem earlier on.
Nim or Nim.
Sidi
That's
Sarr.
probably it, Fred.
I like that name, City.
Yeah,
City Saar. So we've
'Cause-
got a bench of Hupia, City Saar, and Petter Crouch.
yeah.
Petter.
Petter, yeah. Our Spanish expert.
What about Peter Cech?
I was going to say, no one mentioned Petr
Ooh.
Cech. Yeah, didn't even think of him. I'd still prefer
He's
Neuer.
definitely got to be 6'4" plus.
Oh,
Yeah, he said surely.
I'd still prefer Neuer.
I didn't
Yeah,
think of
definitely. Yeah,
Neuer and
I hate
Courtois.
Peter Cech from his time. No, honestly, Agent Cech just he's 3 year spell at
Oh,
Arsenal was
6'5".
was horrid.
Giant.
Absolutely horrid. Everything about it, apart from one game against Liverpool, was horrid.
Played over 100 times for Arsenal. Over 40.
Yeah, and was shit. For
Did he
Was-
really?
Yeah, I didn't realise.
Oh.
6'5", but Neuer, Courtois for me.
yes, yeah, definitely, yeah, yeah.
But Courtois could be on the bench
I
instead
was going
of
to say, do we need a
City Sarr.
keeper on the bench? Or?
Now we'll be like Neil Warnock and
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
stick Crouch in goal.
So I think
Stick,
Sarr.
stick Jags in goal.
Yeah. Yeah, have a look. He might be 6'4".
I think I actually looked at Jags. I think he's
You actually looked at him.
I was struggling for some players.
Oh no, he's 5'11".
Nicholas Serlo,
5'11".
Yeah.
Phil Jagielka.
Apparently so, according to Wikipedia.
another current player. Nicholas Serlo was,
He
6.
came up a lot.
Yeah.
He came up. I just didn't. He might in a few years. He'll probably be.
and I forgot as well. Another defender, World Cup winner, Marco Materazzi.
Oh
Mm.
Zidane's kryptonite.
yes,
Mm.
yeah, that's a good shout. my special mentions while we're here, before we move on to the manager, Costel Pantilimon, got a Chinese guy called Yang Changpeng. Conflicting report 6'9/6'10.5". Not sure. Can't confirm or deny that information. But the tallest Chinese player ever. Chinese Super League. He was a forward, but interestingly, he tried with Bolton Wanderers in 2006 when Sam Allardyce was in charge.
I was going to say, was it Big Sam?
Yeah, and he didn't quite impress, so they sent him back to China. But
And he was a keeper.
No, he's a striker.
A striker.
And then another forward, current player, Kyle Hudlin, who's 23 years old, currently on loan at Wimbledon from Huddersfield. He's a staggering 6'9".
Can you imagine marking him on a corner?
I just no hope of it. Absolutely no hope. Well, you just wouldn't mark him. I'd be on the post. I just wouldn't be anywhere near him.
Philip Billing.
Philip B must be, 6'6".
6'5",
half
I
of
think.
Bournemouth must be in this team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some big players out there.
What about someone like, I don't know, Helga Postiga? He played at Spurs, didn't he?
Yeah, sure. I reckon 6 foot.
There was a centre back we didn't mention, old Breed Hangeland.
He did come into my mind, but I thought we had better options.
Vestergaard.
Yeah.
Daniel Van Boyten, do you remember him?
Yeah.
Munich.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was at Munich, but just whatever reason, I'm not sure why. But Postiga 6 foot. Van Boyten, what a shout! Was he Belgian?
Either Belgian or Dutch.
Yeah, Belgian former footballer. 6'6". Yeah, giant.
Right.
No, I like it. Go on.
Right, should we move on to the manager?
Yeah.
As I touched on earlier, I did actually have Patrick Vieira as my manager.
Yeah.
I struggled with this because I was looking at so many people. Tuchel, Wenger.
It's got to be Tuchel.
He's not big enough, is he?
I don't think he was big enough.
I've got 6'4". Is my research been?
This is why I struggled so much. That's why I put him, because I was struggled. I thought he was 6'3".
Wikipedia, 1.92, 6'4".
1.92. So he's even.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's
I
was saying about the 1.
Okay,
That's
6'4".
why the rules changed and whatever.
This man likes to change his rules.
But I had Diaby apparently 1.92, but 6'4". So
yeah.
Who knows? But while we're there, Tuchel for me. But yeah, carry on.
Obviously, Vincent Kompany, that was.
I think
that you
Freddie
said,
might.
Fred. I don't
Vincent's, he's mine. I just thought that season last year at Burnley obviously is phenomenal as a gaffer, wasn't he? And it would be nice to see what he can do with a bunch of lanky freaks.
He's very tall himself, obviously.
Exactly.
And like I said, I mentioned him as a player, but I went Tuchel, Bundesliga obviously now, German Cup with Dortmund, Bundesliga with Bayern, Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup with Chelsea. 2021 was named the best coach of the year. Won the league in France as well twice, although it doesn't really count. But yeah, that was for me. But then 1.92, 6'4", who knows?
And did we stick Company in the team?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
So
Could do
you know,
both.
I like the youth of Company coming through as a new gaffer. He's an entrepreneurial spirit as well. He opened up a chain of bars in Belgium and called them Good Company.
Oh, well.
But they closed down because they lost a lot of money. But no, I think it'd be fun to have Company in charge.
And like you mentioned earlier, Freddie, he hasn't got the
Chelsea
tarnish on him.
Exactly.
Who's yours?
No, mine was Vieira, but he's in the squad. But I'll happily go with.
I like the idea of Company because there's a question mark over Tuchel, and I was thinking of Wenger. He was like, he's a tall, slender French man, but not quite.
Because there were so many I thought, and then was like, no, he's not that tall.
Yeah,
Hasenhüttl was tall, but
Klopp,
shit manager.
even
Klopp
Klopp
was
just about under, I think.
6'2", 6'3", something like that.
Yeah, it was hard. Off the top of my head, I couldn't really think of much.
Especially when we were originally going for the old 194 deadline.
Yeah. But that's why I did it. But I've still got him down. But then either way, I'd like the idea of Company.
Yeah, no, I'll take Company.
We'd have to calculate the combined height, but that is an almighty setup.
Who is the tallest player then? Is it Dan Burn?
Crouch.
Crouch, if
6'7".
we're counting subs, yeah.
Yeah, so Burn is 6'6", Per 6'6", and Crouch 6'7", isn't he?
But yeah, in the start 11, like you said, Burn and Mertesacker. It was hard, couldn't it? Like we said, midfielders was so difficult, and obviously by design, tall players are inevitably going to be either through the middle in some way, usually striker, centre back. So yeah, you're not, like we said, we're not going to get a right midfielder that's 6'5". But
Yeah.
no,
I don't actually think that team's too slow either.
No, it's good. It's good. Well,
Neuer's pretty quick with his line.
yeah, he'll
PK
cover
was
back.
no slouch. He wasn't exactly rapid.
No, I think the back four.
Virgil was quick.
Yeah, he'd be do a lot of covering though.
Dan Burn
Can move.
can move. Yeah. Vieira was mobile.
Mm.
Matic not great.
Yeah.
Haaland makes up
Rapid.
for. Ibra wasn't slow,
Mm.
and Kanu wasn't quick.
Haven't got much pace coming off the bench. Crouch. Who's on the bench? Crouch.
Hippier.
Hooper.
I hope City Sar's quick.
Well, yeah, the centre backs and with company, he might even play himself instead of
I was
Mertesacker.
going to say player
Yeah.
manager there, surely. Yeah.
Because if Mertesacker's rather slow.
There is a surprising amount of pace in that team. Actually,
It's
isn't
not.
there? Yeah.
But I don't like the back. I mean, I don't. The back four is quite slow. PK out of position.
Yeah.
Mertesacker. Van Dijk's
Yeah.
got to be on the right side next to PK.
That's exactly how I wrote
Yeah,
it.
it's got to be. Otherwise, we're in big trouble.
No, I'm happy with this team. So we've got Bundesliga ticked off. We've got all the leagues ticked off. But who have we shoehorned in for the French league? I got Ibra.
Well, I just got
Ibra's
Ibra,
PSG.
yeah.
That's
But-
what we do.
But
Yeah.
Papa was going to be my shoehorn if we did. And Vieira played in the French league as well.
Matic ticks it off just.
Yeah.
Got
So
quite a
now-
lot of Frenchies in there in the end.
We'll take that.
But like we said before, a lot of them you remember from the Prem. But
Every single one of them's played in the Prem, right?
Yeah. Apart from Neuer.
Neuer, yeah.
Apart from Neuer, yeah.
And
No, I do like it.
so that's City Sar. But
Yeah.
so we got Neuer World Cup winner, PK World Cup winner, World Cup winner, Vieira World Cup winner. Yeah.
Pretty
A
solid.
few Champions League winners in there as well.
Yeah, lots of Champions League, lots of honours,
Mm.
individual and team honours. But yeah, it was quite fun when it was. You realise that obviously when I was growing up, you think, oh, the tallest people, they must be so good, and they always get picked or whatever. But when it gets to it, ultimately the perfect height is probably 6 foot to 6'3",
Yeah.
and these people just exceed that. But
And
yeah.
talking of honours, even Dan Burns won a League One.
yeah,
He went at Wigan, did he?
companies
I'm
won a
not sure.
championship.
Yeah. Hoopier, yeah, you reeled off all of Hoopier's
Yeah.
honours. And is he managing again now, Hoopier?
I can have a look. Whilst we're here.
He's.
Did he still in
I had a look
Cardiff?
the other day. I don't think he's managing, but he's involved in a team in some way, shape, or form. Yeah.
Have he managed at Cardiff?
Oh, he's quite ugly.
Sorry, Sammy.
Come on, straight for a look. So he's bleached blonde hair. We have got Peter Crouch in this team.
And Sammy Hippier and Crouch played in the same team. Imagine those two
Yes,
in the
they
changing
did.
room.
Good bit of
managerial
chemistry.
career. Finland assistant, Bayer Leverkusen, Brighton,
Yes,
Brighton, that was it.
FC Zurich, and he's is that current? He was at FC Hacker as the assistant. I'm not sure if that's still.
Yeah, that was what I saw yesterday. I think when I was looking, whoever
Interesting.
FC Hacker are.
Yeah, they are.
Like a rugby team or something.
Yeah. Finnish professional football club. Interesting.
Mm.
No, I like our team a lot.
Yeah,
No, I'm
I
very
think
happy.
we've done
with
very well. I think we've done very well.
it. Right. Is there any more tallness to talk about?
No, I
Because
think
we have
We've got some shortness to talk
we've got
about.
some shortness to talk about.
I've completely forgot about this.
yeah. Go on.
One player each, and I'll give you a clue. Actually, I won't give you. You have a guess first, and I'll give you a clue.
So
The record for the
short.
shortest player in Premier League history is jointly held by two current players in the top flight.
I actually searched earlier the shortest player ever, and he was like played in Saudi or Qatar. He was 5'1". And I'm pretty sure that fella did not play in the Premier League, so it can't be him.
So they're currently playing
Yeah.
in the Prem, and they're both the
They're currently
shortest.
playing in the Prem.
Yeah.
Wow,
Well, that's a curveball.
it is, isn't it?
They
That
obviously are short, but they just can't be.
That was the clue.
I'm thinking Shaqiri. He's relatively short and stumpy.
Yeah, he doesn't play in the Prem there.
No, obviously
My
not.
thought went straight to Kante, but he's not in the Prem anymore either, is he?
No.
These two make them two look tall.
Oh, sorry,
What
just
is
ate my mind.
One of them I would maybe expect you to get. One of them, no.
Okay, I was about to ask you if they're brothers, but I guess not after that statement.
Short.
No.
Do they play for different teams?
Yes, yeah.
Oh. Daniel Podence.
Yeah.
No,
No.
no.
He is pretty short.
Yeah,
though,
he's
163 centimeters, 5'3".
5'3".
I'm not obviously. I'm just going to search in Podence.
They're not allowed to ride on some rides, are they?
No.
Thorpe Park.
And they currently play in the Premier. He's 5'3".
Yes, there's two of them.
That is mental.
So they've got to be like a winger or something, right?
One is.
One's a wing. Where does the other one play?
Podence is 5'5". He's enormous.
That's what I'm saying. One, I think you'll kick yourselves when you realise one.
5'3". That almost seems like surely not. That must be a joke.
The other one's got to be a striker if he's not a winger.
Fullback.
Oh, okay.
So hang on. Are they? I know they play in the Premier, but do they actually play for their team?
One used to. One's been frozen out, to be fair.
Yes, he's 5'3". They realise he's a dwarf. I'm like, no thanks.
I'll give you a clue. One of them has played with one of these players in our squad.
It just doesn't help.
Yeah. My God, this is tough.
5'3" and he's a fullback.
Shall I give you one of them?
Or
What's a team? Give me one of them.
or a nationality or a team.
Yeah.
Newcastle.
It's not Almiron, is it?
No.
No. Hang on. Is it the fullback who's Newcastle?
No. The winger.
The winger. Oh, is it Matt Fraser? Ryan Fraser, not Matt Fraser. Ryan Fraser.
Yes, Ryan Fraser, yeah.
Not He's 5'3".
Yeah, Ryan Fraser.
Bloody hell.
You said, I thought you said Matt Rich. It's in Matt Fraser.
yeah.
Ryan
I
Fraser.
said Matt Fraser. I'd combined them all, but no. Okay.
So I'm looking at you like, who?
I have
Ryan
to see
Fraser,
this.
5'3".
I would never have said he's 5'3". That's mental.
I mean, this is what the
No, I'm not denying.
Who else the other one?
Research.
fullback, the other one.
For
Brighton.
Oh, yeah. English.
Ghanaian.
Lamptey.
Yeah.
Tariq Lamptey.
Oh, he's a baller as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a baller.
That's it. Yeah.
That's a tough one. Well done to anyone that got that. Jesus.
Yeah.
Which is mad that they both hold the record and they both still play.
Yeah,
Well, they
that's
both play
current,
now,
yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, I really do like Lamptey as well. That's bloody hell. Ryan Fraser's thrown me off.
He is a small man. There's going to be a picture somewhere of him and Dan Burn somewhere, isn't there?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
If not, we need to make it happen.
I can't believe Podence. He's 5'5".
Yeah,
Tall
did
man.
you say he's massive?
Well, yeah, compared to these two.
And children.
Yeah. Then we look at Shaqiri. He's got to be small. I know he's not in the Prem.
Shaqiri 5'6". His panel's high, isn't he, surely?
I instantly
5'7".
Instantly go to Verratti as well. He's got to be
He's
short.
got me down there.
Who's that? Is it Giovanni?
Who do you reckon is the smallest player to play for your club?
For Spurs? Poor.
Do you know what? When I've one of the first ever games I went and watched live was, well, the first ever game I went and watched live was Spurs v Club Bruges, and Edgar Davids was warming up, and I was down by the side. I never had any idea how small he was, and I saw him in real life, and he was tiny.
Yeah, but then you are enormous, Fred.
Yeah, I mean, I was a child at this point.
Edgar is 5'7". My
5'7".
shout is Steve Malbronk.
How tall
Ooh,
is
yeah.
Lucas Torreira?
Hang on, let me just quickly check. Malbronk.
Torreira was
Bronx
tiny.
Was stumpy bloke.
Steve.
Steve.
5'6". He's got to be up there. As in
Yeah,
the height.
as in down there.
Yeah.
Stephen Pienaar, maybe?
Who am I looking
Lucas Torreira.
at? Lucas
He's the one that stands out for me at Arsenal.
Torreira.
Don't think we've ever had a player that small. I want to say 5'5", or even 5'4".
5'5", bang on.
Yeah.
That's, mad.
So when are you getting JJ in to do the short team then?
I think, we might have to.
Who's taller, JJ or Jake?
Oh, I think they have this debate
I
quite a lot.
think JJ's taller.
Oh, is he?
Tell is smaller than all of them, I think.
When you get telling.
We can get telling for a small 11.
That's good. No, I like our team, yeah. It's good.
Right, should we leave it there?
Yeah, I think so.
I want to say thank you again, Freddie, for coming on.
Thank you very much for having me, gents.
No.
Absolute pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for coming. As always.
What we'll have to do next time is when you come in, you know when we're like Prime Soccer AM, and you have
Hat-trick
the
ball.
hat-trick
Yeah,
ball, and it'd be signed by all the crew members.
Yeah.
You'll just
Have
have
to give
Jack's
a-
signature and my signature on it.
Give you a hat-trick mic.
Yeah.
Delivered by Josh.
Yeah. I know, I'd love that. No, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me back on. Would more than willing to come back and get me hat trick, yeah.
Yeah, no, I loved it. Very good.
Quick one before you go. where will Spurs finish this year? On the spot.
Do you know what It's early days, isn't it? When we're recording this, we've only played
Top
two
of the
games.
league.
We've only played 2 games, and I want to scream top of the league. But I've been impressed so far with Ange Ball,
Agreed. Yeah.
and you know, I think this shows what you do what happens when you don't have a sociopath in charge of your football
Yeah.
team.
You
and
actually
you
allow
actually
the
put-
players to enjoy it.
As the Aussies would call him, a good bloke
Yeah.
in charge of a team. And
Which sociopath are you talking about? You had 2.
both of them, yeah, exactly. So I think we're going to do well. I think saying Champions League may still be a bit optimistic, but why not shoot for it? Yeah, Champions League, top 4 at least.
Oh, I like it.
Perfect. I think actually this week recording has been the most positive Spurs
Yeah.
week I think we've ever
Oh.
I
had.
know. I said to
Yeah.
my dad earlier on, I was like, I now realise how good you've been last season.
Yeah.
Every week you come in Arsenal winning. And I've come in once. I'm like, yes, I was
This
buzzing.
is the best week of work I've had in about
Yeah.
3 or 4 years.
Yeah, and
I've just been on
obviously, and I
cloud
realised,
9.
yeah, when you talk about it, it's like you have to actually calm down a bit and don't get
Yeah.
too excited.
Yeah.
Hats off to you, Tate, for last season.
That's Spurs fans only getting excited.
Yeah, we're very good at that.
We're a bit too optimistic.
But no, yeah, once again, thank you, Fred. Very good.
Thanks
Yeah,
for having me very much.
And do
Cheers.
you want to sign us off with one last stay low?
Of course, I'd love to. Stay loyal.